Carabine just edging a little bit closer now as they swing, and Carabine is doing better than Ascend and quickly shook it off. And tracking Carabine is Bites, and Rodney Quinn hasn't moved on Bites at the moment. And then Dana's Kingdom, Rockley Opera, Futurama and Spire struggles. Now Bites after Carabine, but Dana's Kingdom's joining in, and so's Futurama. Carabine's history. Bites in front for Rodney Quinn and is in no danger. Bites wins it from Dana's Kingdom. Over on the rails, Rockley Opera got fourth, Futurama fifth, then Carabine. Charmers with Spire, Jactress and Ashton knocked up to finish Absolute. Number 5, Bites. Rodney Quinn replaced Corey Brown. If you've just joined us, Corey had a nasty spill with Berber when it went through the inside rail in the second of the day. And number 5, Bites, Rodney Quinn has scored here. Now our Sky Channel audience wasn't with us until just on jump time there, so recapping the news for you as our pay audience and our radio audience received the information that Corey, the information given earlier was that he was going straight to Prince of Wales, but such was not the case. He's still here at the track. The left ankle that was apparently of some concern is starting to ease off, but he might need an ultrasound on a thumb. And Greg Rudolph, the Deputy Chairman of Stewards, told me they are looking at replacement riders right throughout the day. So it does appear long odds on that he won't ride for the balance of the day, but has come through that fall, Corey, a lot better than what was officially thought around about a half an hour ago. So that clears that up for all concerned. Now the numbers on the previous are 5, 3, 8 and 6. Number 5.
Andrew mentioned there was a little bit of support for were 2 King Robdon and 8 Resort to Rory. And they're about to move in. Now looking ahead to Doomben, Michael Fraser's special is not...
Just about right now. All in. Fourth event underway now. Good Dispatch 2. Mythological jumping away fast. Bahamian Rhapsody up there with King Wells, Radiant Energy and Resort to Rory's going on too. So it's a good tussle through the first couple of 100 metres now. And Resort to Rory runs to the lead by a length and a half. Radiant Energy. Bahamian Rhapsody now going up and shading it. Fourth the inside Mythological, a half length to King Wells, a length and a half to Mummify. King Robdon the outside, 2 Storm and Gun. 1 to Peace Ruler and 2 lengths to Glefty as they head to the railway side. Resort to Rory the leader. Bahamian Rhapsody a half length away second. Radiant Energy third at the 800. King Wells on the outside, 1.5. Mythological fifth the inside, and then King Robdon. Back behind him then about a half a length away is Mummify, 1.5 to Storm and Gun, Peace Ruler, Glefty the last 2. Resort to Rory went past to 600 by half a length Bahamian Rhapsody. 2 lengths to Radiant Energy, King Wells the outside of it. 2 lengths further back then King Robdon called on to make his run. He's going up around Mummify, Mythological and then Peace Ruler, Storm and Gun, and Glefty's gone past him. At the home turn, Resort to Rory. He's been tried. He leads narrowly to Bahamian Rhapsody and King Wells. Radiant Energy right behind them and they're trailed by King Robdon and then Mummify and Peace Ruler. Bahamian Rhapsody shot to the lead. King Wells trying hard. Resort to Rory can't go on. Mummify, King Robdon are next. Bahamian Rhapsody is clear. He's 3 lengths in front. He's got it 1. And it's Bahamian Rhapsody and Greg Child scoring well by 2 lengths. King Robdon a half head to Mummify. Mythological fourth. And then King Wells, Peace Ruler, Glefty. Resort to Rory folded right up and Radiant Energy last in. Well, one more. Storm and Gun didn't complete the course. He's just walking down the straight here and it looks like he might have bled, unfortunately. 7 Bahamian Rhapsody is the winner, 11.90 and 3.50. King Robdon second, 2.50. Mummify $1.60 as we await the completed placings and the time there, 1:23.51, 1:23.51. Yep, he's come back with blood streaming from a nostril, Storm and Gun, so he's either knocked himself or he may have bled. He was right at the back and struggling a long way from home. Bahamian Rhapsody, he doesn't boast the best of strike rates, but he had a beautiful run right on the pace under Greg Childs this afternoon, and he had the race won and well and truly won a long way from home. King Robdon and Mummify looked like they might have had a little brush there as they were making their runs together. Well tried was Resort to Rory, but Flopper Ruette. King Wells had a good trail, so did Mythological. There are a few fairly ordinary runs in the race, but Bahamian Rhapsody on the pace, too good. 7.2.10 are official. 7.2.10 posted as official now. Bahamian Rhapsody, King Robdon and Mummify. Fourth in went to number 5, Mythological, and fifth was number 3, King Wells, in 1:23.51. Dividends are through. Second victory for Bahamian Rhapsody. Winners paid $11.90 and $3.50. Second, $2.50. Third, $1.60. Quinella paid $52. Exacta $117.30. Trifecta $429.70. And the running double $298.90 on a pair of sevens. Next on the card, City of Glen Ira handicap, and scratching is number 8 of the 1400 again for the 5th at 310.
OK, Greg, thanks. I suppose you did bump into Innovation Girl and a few other handy sprinters in the Zedative last time out. Today was much easier. First 4 there for New South Wales punters on 7, 2, 10 and 5, $1,368.60 on the 8 is the favourite, trained by John Hawkes, who's had winners today with Umaris and Bites. And there's Red Checker. It's about the 3rd or 4th pick on the TAB at $7.40. They head around to the start. Sesame Mate favourite ahead of Pistolero, King Capo and Stooshman. Our Monday of racing on Sky continues after the break. At the barrier, Randwick, and about to move in. This is also the second leg of the New South Wales Extra Double. The first leg was taken out by Bites, number 5, who was very well fancied, into the second leg coming up, race 4. Also a superfecta and first 4 race for New South Wales punters. Bit of money coming for King Capo there, number 1, 7-year-old from Rosehill, who's had a very good freshen up since his last start, 3rd at Randwick behind Barbaroos. Ran 3rd that day, beaten about 2 lengths in a 1400 metre race. That was his first go at 1400, and he stays at that trip today. He's into 5.10 now. King Capo and Pistolero, George Scamone on board. Using the 3 kilo claim brings him back to 53, so he gets in quite okay. Pistolero, he's been running a few handy races of late as well. Let's join Ian for the Percy Sykes handicap.
Right. And here we are back at Randwick for the Percy Sykes handicap. Percy was honoured in the Australia Day honours list yesterday, so this is a fitting race for him. Of course, naturally the names came out well before we knew of his Australia Day honours. So to you. And as Rod joins us now, just commenting the 4th, the Percy Sykes handicap, one of Australia's most eminent veterinary surgeons. And of course, these races were named well in advance. And yesterday we learned of Percy Sykes' honour in the Australia Day honours list. And congratulations to you, Percy. Well deserved. Great veterinarian. OK, now here there's been late support for Stooshman on the tote. The favourite in a very open market is number 6. Catch Me Mate, $4.50. Number 1 at $4.90. That's King Capo. $5.40 for 2 Pistolero. And number 4 Stooshman is $6.80. Catch Me Mate coming up now. Previous going to number 5 Bites. Rod Quinn beat 3 Darners Kingdom 8. Rockley Opera 6 Futurama 4th. Now the well-tried Stooshman coming into line. Ridden by James Winks. Rides very well, young James. He really does. Anyway, we'll see how Stooshman and James perform in just a moment. They're all in. Racing now, Almazam smartly away, so too Pistolero the inside. Stooshman jumped well, as did the favourite Catch Me Mate. Not all that far away as they settle down coveted. A length and a half then to King Capo, followed by Dazrail on its inside. Red Checker from King of the Rings and Stylish Crown. Rider looks to be in a bit of trouble on it in last position. Saddle looks as though it's moved forward. They work their way onto the course proper, and here Catch Me Mate runs to the lead. A length and a half on Stooshman. Third posse is taken by Pistolero, then coveted, and Stylish Crown going around the outside of Almazam, and then King Capo. Beatman's almost lost the cloth part of his cap on King Capo, and then a break to Red Checker, followed by Dazrail, and King of the Rings brings up the rear at the 600 marker, and Catch Me Mate nursed along in front, leads a length on Stooshman. On the inside is Pistolero, then Stylish Crown. Between Pistolero and Stylish Crown is coveted, and then Almazam, followed by King Capo, the widest. The last 3 are Red Checker, Dazrail and King King of the Rings in the straight now. And Catch Me Mate taken on by Stooshman. And as they reach the 220, Catch Me Mate about a neck on Stooshman, who's under the whip. 2 Pistolero and Coveted, and then King Capo and Red Checker. Catch Me Mate is pulling out plenty on the outside. Stooshman can't reach this horse, and J.R. Hawks wins another one. And it's Catch Me Mate from either Stooshman or Pistolero. Then Red Checker, followed by Coveted, King Capo, Almazam, King of the Rings, Dazrael, and Stylish Crown. Oh dear, didn't he do a great job? Lane Maloney on Stylish Crown, the saddle right up on its withers. And if you back Stylish Crown, I know it hurts to do your money that way, but assessing its prospects from next time, ignore it ever went round today. Well, that man has done it again, J.R. Hawks. This time, not for Jack and Bob Ingham, but for Mr. K.S. Lee, who's got a number of horses with John. And with now 12 races having been run in Sydney since Saturday, Hawksy has won 8 of them. That is certainly a performance. 6-4-2. Number 6, Catch Me Mate. Rod Quinn first. Double for Rod. He rode Bites in the third. Number 4 is second. Stooshman James Winks. 2 Pistolero third. George Scamone. 10 fourth. Red Checker Chris Muntz awaiting 5th and 6th. 1.5 Short Head. 1:22.12. That's a class record. 1:22.12. It smashed Cognac Traders 1:23.92. When you think the track record is 1:21.14, that was Maestro Maker. I know that day it was a howling wind, which certainly aided the times. 35.20 the sectional here, but a slick run. 1:22.12 the time. And Wayne Harris certainly right on the button with Catch Me Mate. Well done, Wayne. Here are the superfecta numbers: 642 1031. 642 1031. Now, the totes read this way: number 6, $4.60 and $2. Number 4, $2.20, and number 2, $2. Quinella, $14.10. Exacta, $33.80. The trifecta at $125.30. The first 4, 6, 4, 2 and 10, $810.60. The superfecta, the declared divvy is about to come up along with the jackpot carryover, and the daily double paid $11.70. $11.70. Just waiting on the phasing on this page system to go back to page 1, and we'll give you that superfecta information. Here it is. Jackpot carryover $667.44 on a declared divvy of $8,437.40. Well,
Really good, the horse. He was a super run first up. Then he went to Ararat, and they ran a track record with Nick Ryan on in there. And then went to Warrnambool and was unlucky just to get beat. He's going a really good horse.
He carried 55.5 on that particular occasion. After your claim today, he does get in very well.
He gets in with 54 today off.
Favourites on track, Matt. 2 Confederate Kid, 4 Expertise, and 11 Irish Knight are the equal on-course favourites. Tote favouritism held by Confederate Kid. Subordination ready. Confederate Kid moved along now. Previous race won by Bohemian Rhapsody. Carol Faithful, just her second Metropolitan winner. So good luck to her. Greg Childs had the winning ride, sitting up on the pace. Certainly the on-pacers have been to the fore here today. Robbie Griffiths reporting very disappointed with Arena Star. Might not go on with it now. Rasan went very well. And 2 impressive Prelude winners, both ridden by Damien Oliver. Full on Fra moves up into the gates. Very unlucky at his last run here. A Regal Dane moved in. Pompous is set. He took the outside, so they're all in now. Very open race. 5th on the card, the City of Glen Ira Cup. Starter has them. Couple of attendants in. Racing. Expertise jump well towards the inside. Confederate Kid gets back with Tariyama. Go Quillo the first to bounce out with no deposit on his outside, and Expertise. They make a line of 3. Full on Fra 2 lengths away is settling down in 4th. Real Time going up 5th the outside, and they're followed by Irish Knight 6th on the rail. Then a Regal Dane around at the grey, a length and a half Desert Arrow on the inside, and they're trailed by Jearns Jester. 2 lengths Subordination, trailed then by Confederate Kid, Terry Armour and Pompous. No Deposit made it a fast run race. Out to the 800 by 2 Go Quillo. Full on Fry next outside, Expertise and Real Time travelling wide. 1.5 Irish Knight, a Regal Dane over on the outside. Desert Arrow the fence. 1 further back in the field, Jearns Jester. And he's being followed as they came to the turn to Confederate Kid, Subordination, and then 2.5 Terry Armour the inside of Pompous. No Deposit, a length and a half clear from Go Quillo second. Expertise third, pushed along on the inside of Full on Fra. Then Real Time. Irish Knight's got something to give. He just needs some room at the moment, and Desert Arrow through the inside. No Deposit tried to pinch a break around the home turn. He went 3 lengths clear to Go Quillo Expertise. They're trailed then by Desert Arrow and Real Time down the outside, but No Deposit's got a big lead. A winning one, I'd say. He's 4 in front to Expertise, and then came Go Quillo, but No Deposit ran them off their legs. No Deposit won it by 5. Expertise second. Confederate Kid flew home late to get third. In front there of Irish Knight, Real Time and Desert Arrow. Just behind them to finish was Go Quillo, and then came Jearns Jester, Full on Fra. Back behind those then a Regal Dane, Subordination, Pompous and Terry Armour. No Deposit all of the way. $12.60 and $4 even. Expertise $2.60, Confederate Kid $1.80. It's sort of underlying the fact that we look to have a front runners track now, doesn't it? It's all right to see the 2-year-olds leading from the front and doing it, but now we've seen Flash Bash lead all the way. We've seen Bohemian Rhapsody sit outside the leader, and we've seen this one lead all the way. So might be coming a bit too late, but it's becoming very apparent that you can't get back and run on. So 6 the winner, No Deposit, Mark Pegas and Robert Smurden. Numbers being semaphored and official now are 6, 4 and 2. No Deposit, Mark Pegas first. 4 Expertise, Darren Gauci second. And 2 Confederate Kid, Fabian Villela in third place. 6, 4 and 2. Looks like there's been no time taken on the race.
Quinn Beaujolais the second, Chris Muntz, and Yamara's Darren Beedman won the first. So of the 4 races today, 3 to Hawkes, 1 to Waterhouse. Well, can Waterhouse win this? With Stowaway, we'll know shortly. Here's Terrific Taurus, Darren Beedman's mount coming in. Terrific Taurus going up to its position, and we're set for a start. Quite a crowd grouped around the 2,400 metres to get a bird's eye view of the action. Ready now. And away they go in the Australia Day Cup, 2,400 metres ahead of them, and Lady Pavlova straight to the front now from Here's Ronnie, then Majestically, followed by the grey Stowaway, a couple of lengths to Anytime Angel. Next to last is Blackmailer, and immediately Terrific Taurus drops out to the rear as they work past the 2,100 now, and the leader is Lady Pavlova, out by a length and a half to 2 lengths on Here's Ronnie. Majestically third for replacement rider Chris Muntz. Stowaway's fourth, one off the rails. Anytime Angel on the inside of Blackmailer, and 3 lengths further off is Terrific Taurus to the 1,800, and the leader clearly is Lady Pavlova. She's a length and 3/4 on old Here's Ronnie. Third posse is Majestically, nice and handy, and another 2.5 to Stowaway, lobbing along fourth, and then Blackmailer on the outside of Anytime Angel as they work over the crossing at the 1,600, and Terrific Taurus last. Into the back of the track they travel, and Lady Pavlova shows the way. Probably won't be any change for a while, and at the 1,400 marker it's Lady Pavlova from Here's Ronnie, Majestically next, followed by Stowaway. Blackmailer's racing on the outside of Anytime Angel, and still last of all is Terrific Taurus, about 10 lengths away from the leader Lady Pavlova. At the halfway marker in the Australia Day Cup at the 1,200, and it's Lady Pavlova still leading nicely. Second posse is taken by Here's Ronnie. Majestically is third, and about 2.5 to Stowaway. 2 lengths then coming Blackmailer on the outside of Anytime Angel, and Terrific Taurus Absolute. Well, there's been no variation for a heck of a long way, and as they come onto the side of the track now and to link up with the 800 marker here, and the pilot is still Lady Pavlova from Here's Ronnie. Majestically tagging them third, 2.5 lengths to Stowaway, quietly ridden by D. Beasley. Anytime Angel Angel, Blackmailer and Terrific Taurus. Quickening a little is Huey Bowman on Lady Pavlova. At the 600, Lady Pavlova a length and a half on Ears Ronnie. Immediately off the bit, Majestically a length away third. 2.5 to Stowaway, Anytime Angel, Blackmailer and Terrific Taurus. It's Lady Pavlova, a clear-cut leader. And entering the straight, Lady Pavlova 2 lengths on the favourite Majestically. A length and a half to Stowaway. So the fancied horses peg back Lady Pavlova. And Majestically and Stowaway race away to fight it out. The two hot pots are going to have a real duel, with Stowaway doing by far the better than Majestically. Terrific Taurus into third position, but Stowaway, isn't he racing well? And Stowaway takes out the Australia Day Cup from Majestically. Third, Terrific Taurus. Anytime Angel fourth. Fifth home was Lady Pavlova, and then Blackmailer, and tailed off was Ears Ronnie. Well, they were pretty short on the tote. 290 Stowaway ended up, and the runner-up at 220 a win. But Stowaway, he's very, very consistent, isn't he? And on the score of consistency, with Hawkes winning 3 races and Waterhouse prior to this, and Waterhouse taking out 1, it was Waterhouse that has lobbed in the Australia Day Cup. So here again, the Leviathan Stables of Australia have cleaned up the program at Randwick. 3 to Hawkes, 2 to Waterhouse. 1, 2, 7, 3. Stowaway, Dan Beasley first. 2 Majestically, Every Hope. Seaman second. 7 Terrific Taurus, D Beedman third. 3 Anytime Angel, D McClellan fourth. Time.
Not far away from a start. Fuji Dancer to get set, and Sensational Spot also. Fuji Dancer, having her first run since finishing on the heels of the Place Getters in the Oaks, is coming in now. Glenn Boss on board. So they're nearly set. Sensational Spot will take the outside barrier. She's got plenty of pace though. Should be right with the leading horses when they settle down. Into $3.10 on the tote. Sensational Spot takes the outside stall. Set to run now. Ready, 1200. Oh, now, she's not ready, is she? Sensational Spot out of the line again after playing up. She's certainly been the firmer, but she's could be in a better mood. Another attempt now, in she goes. Sensational Spot ready again. Now they're set. Favourite drawn the outside, Sensational Spot. La Bella Dame's been a drifter on track. Well, now she's up again and sitting down on her haunches. Sensational Spot for a couple of seconds. And the starter's got down from the ladder now. She did get down on her backside for a second or two there. She's this is twice she's done it now. Those that have backed her into favouritism might be starting to feel a little concerned, and rightfully so. She's not in the best of moods at all. Now, Sensational Spot again returns to the barriers. Just some more news through the Blue Diamond. Danny Nikolic gave a big rap on Rodine, said it's the best 2-year-old he's been associated with. And he did ride Paint, remember? He's very pleased with her. Now, they're all in again. Starter coming around to the platform once more. And now the Chisholm is away, and Sensational Spot jumped fairly on the outside. Lady Sophia, River Woman, and She's My Baby began very quickly, and there's Gazania driving through near the inside. But after going 200, Sensational Spot has come across to join the leading horses. Gazania on the inside, and She's My Baby in the centre. Keep the favourite working 3 wide now. 2.5 lengths away, Amoroso. Lady Sophia getting a good card into it on the outside, 5th. 2 La Bella Dame, River Woman. Another 2 lengths to Red LaBelle, and last of all up the side, Fuji Dancer. To the 600 they go, and here Gazania on the inside. She's My Baby, and Sensational Spot doing it hard 3 wide. Over 2 lengths in front of Lady Sophia. Amoroso the fence. Here's La Bella Dame coming with her run now. She's peeling to the outside. They corner. Gazania the inside. She's My Baby. Sensational Spot starting to feel the pinch, and La Bella Dame's coming with her run, followed by Amoroso. Gazania against the fence in front of She's My Baby. La Bella Dame coming. Red LaBelle from near the tail, and then Amoroso. Gazania still had it 100 to go. Labelladame might have died on a run. Red Labelle and Amoroso's out. Gazania in front. Amoroso drives Gazania. Nick Amoroso, Red Labelle third. Then came Labelladame River Woman. Back behind those to finish in the race was Lady Sophia, trailed in by She's My Baby. Sensational Spot second last, and a long last was Fuji Dancer. Gazania right against the inside has virtually led all the way, although she did have company for the first 400 or 500 metres. Kick to the lead over She's My Baby and Sensational Spot, who wilted once they turned for home. Amoroso had followed Gazania along the rails, which is providing most of the winners here today, but Gazania just held on. Gazania beating Amoroso, very good run second, and Red Labelle's effort's been outstanding to come from as far back as she has. And she's got third on the outside. So 4:10 and 2. 4:10 and 2, and they've run 19.23. Times wind assisted up the side, but they've been very slick all day. 19.23. Gazania finding the fast lane against the inside in front, and that's where they've all been coming from today. 850 and 250. Share of the quaddie would be very nice. It's looking good. 7, 6 and 4. 7, 6 and 4. And Gazania well tried on track from about 12s into 8 to 1 at one stage of betting. 4:10 and 2. Fourth going to number 1, Labelladame. She looked likely at the 200, but just wilted on her run, needing the outing, no doubt. Your lumber handicap, the next we take out 1, 7 and 10. A tongue tie for number 12. 7th on the card at 4:30.
Okay, Greg, thanks. And favourite backers are struggling there at Caulfield today. Only one favourite has been successful, and that was Murphy's Blue Boy, who bolted in. He was $2.50, but all of the other winners have been at much better odds than that. We've got Doomben coming up next, race 5 for the 3-year-olds over 1,640 metres. Here's Al with the latest news from the track.
Well, this is a good betting race, and there's plenty of opportunities here for a number of punters to really hop into the each way. I like this horse. He's copped the racing pretty well, Stormy Joe. He's a nice, big, strong horse by Hurricane Sky, and his last run was against the open Class 6 horses behind Stars and Bars. He's only beaten a half neck and 3/4 of a length. He's a nice horse, isn't he? Big, strong fellow. He's back against his own age group today, and he's really copped the racing pretty well. I think this campaign will be the making of him. He'll have a nice break. I'd imagine Brian Smith will probably tip him out shortly. And he's a nice horse. When he comes back, he might make a horse, particularly for the carnival here. But I think he'll race very well here, just the same, Stormy Joe. I thought number 2, Grandway Shogun, looked okay. He's got the awkward alley to contend with, but he's run some good races against good class horses. And Michael Rod will have to have some options to, I think, to work on from the 11 gate. Well, when they come out, he'll probably play it by ear, but very hard to ride horses from the wide alleys at the mile at Doomben. And if you're looking for one for your trifecta at odds, number 5, Flash Valentine, showing $11 at the moment. That's it in the pink and black checks. I thought she looked particularly well, coming off a silk stocking run where she raced particularly well. Look, there's numerous other chances in the race, and I'll come back to 4, Stormy Joe, and I think it'll be pretty hard to beat over 2, Grandway Shogun here, and Flash Valentine, number 5, the best for the trifectas. They're on the way to the barrier.
Okay, Al, the Melbourne first 4 on 4, 10, 2 and 1. Labelladame was 4th, paid $1,216.50. And we're standing by for correct weight on their way to the barrier, Doomben. As we update the next at Randwick, race 6 in 13 minutes. Miss Helter Skelter, Seesaw, My Check Chick and Magic Answer, 3, 4, 5 and 10. Looks like there's a couple of horses around the $4 and $5 mark. Twilight Rose has come up at $5.40. Then we've got Miss Helter Skelter and My Check Chick in commission, and number 10 Magic Answer, with the new rider Brent Stanley on board replacing Corey Brown, $4.40. That's for the next at Randwick. But our next race is the Glen Logan Park Handicap from Doomben, where runners are arriving at the gates. We'll take a short break. Back after this.